not Mackey and Judd.
Write this down.
This is the big leagues, where we own our terrible predictions.
Write that down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages. It's Write That Down.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
With Mackey and Judd.
You know, yesterday when we were talking about creepy Jared Porter, right? That's the guy's name?
Yeah.
The Mets GM that got fired for sending 62 unanswered text messages to a foreign female baseball reporter.
Read the room, buddy.
And some people, including a couple crotch picks, I guess. And there's a lot of people that are calling it cancel culture, right? We're just going to cancel him. No, it's accountability culture.
Mm-hmm.
Accountability culture.
I know where you're. Yeah, okay.
And we are, I think, at the forefront of accountability here, not on that front, but we have an accountability session every single week with our predictions. And we are the only show in America that actually keeps track of our predictions, holds each other accountable, and mostly just makes fun of how terrible we are at predicting things. If you're new to the segment, here's how Write That Down works. Every single Wednesday on Mackey and Judd, and also now on Purple Daily, 2 separate games, if you will. 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. We keep track on this show of batting averages and home runs. Listeners, if you want to participate, because we bring listeners on every single week to take their swings, you can send a DM on Twitter to me at Phil Mackey and or at Dex's tweets. You can hit Declan up on Twitter too, and we'll get you scheduled out. I think we've got a few openings left in like March, April.
We have some openings for Mackey and Judd. Write that down in February, actually.
Okay. And I'm like a week behind on DMs again, so there might be some in there. I just have to sit down today, and I'll get back to some of you guys. But gentlemen, Judd Zulgad had one of the great seasons in Write That Down history last year, a 400-plus batting average. So hats off to Judd, and he's off to a hot start this time around too. Let's see how we fared here starting with
All
Judd.
right.
A little bit of a mixed bag here, but overall a good week.
Hey, that's not bad.
Judd, you said the Timberwolves will have at least one game postponed or moved because of COVID.
Yeah. And then on Friday it happened.
Yeah, this is the
That's
all-time, like, infield is shifted to the right, and you drop a bunt down the third
quickness
baseline.
by which this occurred, though, is what makes me a special hitter.
I mean, there were multiple games in question that week alone.
I flared the ball through the shift.
Yeah. You kept your hands inside the ball.
Good for you.
You said Leslie Frazier will get at least one head coaching interview before the 2021 season. I think Houston Texans.
Yeah. Monday, I think he talked to them.
Yeah.
So he's back in the mix for coaching jobs. You said Zach Parise will score the Wild's first goal of the season against the Kings.
I meant Jonas Brodin, of course. That's
Nice.
what I meant. I just got the name wrong.
And you said football man Vic Fangio will be fired by the Broncos during or after the 2020 season. And I think like the fact that he was part of the dinner with George Payton.
It's Fangio.
Hey, I am not the speller here.
Not Fangio.
Shocking.
I cut and paste whatever Declan sends
He's
me.
not double V. He's not V squared, okay?
Like Burgundy, whatever's on that prompter, he reads it. Whatever Declan writes, it goes on here. So,
Yep. Vic Fangio would be a better name than
It
Vic
would.
Fangio. They're both good football
They're good names.
So 2 for 4 for
Let's
Judd.
pay a little respect to Vic Fangio, okay, guys?
Did you see they had dinner when George Payton was out there interviewing for that job?
Yeah.
It was like George, it was Vic, it was John Elway, and then a couple other guys, right? Just the good old boys.
Talking football.
And they went to one of John Elway's expensive restaurants that he owns, like a steakhouse or something.
Of course.
And one of the NFL insiders had the order from the table. Like, what did they all get? They all got steak, except for Vic Fangio got the bacon cheeseburger. It's a bacon cheeseburger.
Why am I not
Vic
surprised
Fangio.
by that?
Football guy.
I bet you there wasn't a mask to be found at that
Well, not at the table. No one's wearing a mask anyway. So save your political
table. I
commentary.
bet there wasn't a mask. But it's not political now. Starting today, it's just observational. It's a new world.
Yeah. All right. Here's my accountability session. I had a parlay that went awry. I said the Twins will sign Corey Kluber and he will start game 1 or 2 of the opening series. The Yankees signed Corey Kluber. I did, however, say the WNBA would remove Kelly Loeffler as Atlanta Dream co-owner after the anti-Black Lives Matter comments led to the team and other players in the WNBA trying to get her opponent over the top in that Senate runoff. And so The way it happened was they basically forced the sale of the team to squeeze out Kelly Loeffler, and that went down yesterday. So take that point.
Nice.
Yeah.
Listeners, Woodbury Larry said Zach Parise has played his last game for the Wild. Seamus said Fiala and Kaprizov will score goals in a Wild win in the Winter Classic in 2021.
Oh, man.
Oofta.
The COVID got him there.
And Tom said, oh, my God, he was so close on this. He said President Trump in his only term as president. So that this was, I think, before the election. So this is a parlay.
Yeah.
He said President Trump in his only term as president, no later than January, will pardon the Tiger King. What was the tweet that you saw, Declan, today?
Oh my God, this is a great tweet. This is a CBS News headline.
Uh-huh.
Joe Exotic, with limo waiting outside of prison,
I saw it, yeah.
fails to get Trump pardoned.
Oh!
And did he pardon like a list of 130 people or
I think
something?
Lil Wayne got pardoned.
He did.
Lil Wayne did get pardoned.
Yeah, it
What
was
Lil Wayne
seriously
do?
a
I don't
huge
know.
list.
Do we know what Lil Wayne did?
I don't know what Lil Wayne did.
He did something in Florida. He was under indictment, I believe.
No.
But he's fine now. He's pardoned. Bannon got pardoned.
Dude, so
Joe Exotic.
So Joe Exotic was so confident that he had a stretch. It was a stretch limo. I saw the picture of it.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
A stretch limo.
You didn't get
probably with some champagne or whatever he drinks. I don't know what he drinks. Schlitz.
Couldn't make a list of 130 people.
Woof.
Tom, nice try.
Shameful.
Let's give Tom credit up. Good swing.
All right, Declan, you said the NHL season will not start in January. That Marco Rossi will be in the Wild's starting lineup on opening night when the season opens. You said the Wild would win their season opener.
Yeah.
And Cam Talbot would make at least 30 saves in said opener. He had 31 saves in that game. So you went 2 for 4.
Not bad.
And that brings the early season averages to Judd Zulgad, 556 out of the gate. Declan at 429 out of the gate. I'm sitting at a fairly respectable 333. And the listeners are 143 to start the season. All-time stats, Judd Zulgad, 145 career hits.
Wow.
And write that down.
I love that.
Since we started tracking in 2018, 8 home runs. Phil Mackey, I have 113 hits and a team leading 10 home runs. Listeners at 89 hits and 9 home runs. And Declan, coming off a rookie season, he's got 34 hits now and 2 home runs. So, all right, let's get our guy here. Josh is our guest listener predictor today. Josh, welcome to Write That Down. Are you like which Twins hitter are you going to mirror here? Are you going to be like Nelson Cruz or
Marwin Gonzalez?
or Marwin Gonzalez? Yeah, what's your strategy?
Well, this is actually my second time on. The first time I was just trying to get the listener average up, so I had some base hits out there. I do still have one on the board. I'm not sure if it's going to come out here soon. I don't know if it's a home run or not. You guys got to clarify. I had said the Vikings would not win more than 8 games, but that Zimmer would not return in 2021. So it's pretty much off the board. I said it like a day before he signed his extension, so bad on me for not reading that one.
So I almost took that one off the board this week, but I just want to give the Vikings, like, until all the coaching spots are filled. Sometimes teams have a change of heart a couple weeks after the season.
Never know about scandals either.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of let that one go until like maybe sometime in February, and then we'll take it off the board.
Would it have been a home run?
I think so.
Probably, because
We're not coming back, sure, yeah.
It's a parlay.
Why not?
You're predicting a guy getting fired after a contract extension.
That's pretty good.
And a fairly specific window for wins. So,
With
maybe.
that said, I'm just gonna hit aim for the fences. I'm going big today. I got to defend that home run title for the listeners.
Love it. All right.
Write it down. You like writing things
So
down.
we'll start with Josh. We'll go around the room 3 times. Josh, Judd, Declan, Phil. Josh, knock the dirt off your cleats. You are batter up first here, sir.
All right, we're going to go with each of my 3 sports, the Wild, the Vikings, and the Twins with each prediction. And let me know if I need to add to this to make it a home run. So the first one, we'll just go with the Wild. I'm saying that the Minnesota Wild will make the playoffs and win their first round series.
Ooh.
right.
I think that's a home run.
This early?
They're not favored to make the playoffs, are they?
Yeah.
They should make it,
They
yeah.
should make it.
But
Okay.
the first round win is pretty good.
I think that's
it's
a home
not like
run.
they win a lot of first round series.
Yeah, I don't think they're favored at all to like advance in the playoffs at this point, right? So
We got
Let's
to work
start
our way up. That one's just going in the first row.
little
like
Joe Mauer
Yeah.
at the Metrodome, left field.
Write it down. You
Right
like
into the
writing
Mauer
things
pots.
down.
All right, Judd.
Off of what we saw in the Chiefs-Browns game on Sunday, the NFL will change the fumble out of the end zone rule this offseason, and the fumbling team no longer will lose possession. So they're going to finally change that rule, and the gist to it is that the fumbling team, so if the ball goes out of the end zone on a fumble, Declan will no longer lose possession of the ball.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't changed that a long time ago. Like, what is the reason for that being the rule?
I can see penalizing the team in some way that fumbles out of the end zone, but it makes no sense to basically give the opponent the ball at the 20.
Yeah, let's not kill a mosquito with a flamethrower here, okay?
We want more offense, except for this, in which we're going to screw the offense badly.
I mean, I could see like giving the defense the ball at the 1 yard line or something. All right, you get the ball, but you're in the shadow of your own end zone because that team just marched on you.
I think it should go fumbling team retains possession either at the spot at which the play originated or at the 20 itself.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Or just where he fumbled the ball. Couldn't that be it?
Well,
It goes in the back of the end zone.
that should be it probably, but I don't think they'd go that far.
Correct.
They
Write
might.
this down.
They might.
All right.
Who
Declan?
knows?
All right. The Wild, who have not scored a power play goal yet this season, 0 for 16. The Wild will score 3 power play goals by next week's. Write that down.
Okay.
So the Wild will
and how
score-
many games? Probably, 3 games?
I think there's 3 or 4.
3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 power play goals for the Wild by next week's. Write that down.
Okay.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right. Baseball is creepy. There's a lot of privileged, good old white boys in front offices, just like Jared Porter. And there's a lot of women in the media that have come out the last 48 hours and have said, yeah, Jared Porter ain't the only one. So write this down. Another story will come out by the start of the 2021 baseball season about a high-ranking baseball executive. So I'll say, if you want me to quantify that, I'll say assistant general manager or above. So assistant GM, or some sort of president of baseball operations, sexually harassing a woman. What my prediction here is there will be more creeps
That we're not done.
that will come out of the woodworks besides Jared Porter. And so I will say another story will come out about a high-ranking baseball executive sexually harassing a woman, unfortunately.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, back over to Josh.
All right, so this next one will be for the Twins. The Twins will finally trade at least one top 5 prospect before the deadline. They will make the playoffs, but as a wild card team, and finally win a playoff game.
That's a home run.
Yep, that's 100% home run.
Easily.
Yep.
That's
So
3 predictions.
for
yes.
just to quantify the top 5 prospect, can we just agree on the MLB.com? They've got like MLB.com prospect pipeline just to have a baseline there. Is that cool? Okay.
Yeah,
Top
I mean,
5.
I was going to just say top prospect, but I figured I'd get a little more specific because it would
There
have
you
to
go.
be somewhere in the top 5.
Yep. And so right now, I think I'd have to go look, but I think like Kirilloff is in that grouping, Royce Lewis, Balazovic,
Duran, maybe.
yeah, Yoan Duran, and then somebody else.
Mhm.
Okay, over to
Yeah.
Judd Zulgad, your second prediction.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
To the world of hockey, Columbus center Pierre-Luc Dubois, who is disgruntled with the Blue Jackets, will be traded by the April 12th NHL trade deadline. So I'm not saying where, and I'm going to actually couple it with my final prediction, but Pierre-Luc Dubois, Dex, will be traded by the April 12th NHL trade deadline.
You got it.
Dubois.
Write it down. You like writing things
That's
down.
a great hockey name.
Great
All right,
name.
Declan.
Pierre-Luc.
All right, my second prediction, another wild one. Kaapo Kakkonen, the Wild's backup goalie, who has not yet to make who has not made an appearance yet this season. He will make at least one start this week, and he'll allow 1 goal or less in that start. The next start he makes, let me rephrase it. The next start he makes will allow 1 goal or less.
This week?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like when you say this week, you
Between
mean
next week and between next week's, write that down.
Okay.
So he'll make in his next
Oh,
next
wait.
start-
Okay, so you're saying until next Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay.
Because otherwise we'd have a discussion about like when does
week.
the weekend? Does it end on Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay,
Yeah.
so between now and the next, write that down.
Okay.
Yep.
Write this
All right.
down.
All right. This is more of a
Darn it,
long play
Mackey.
one here, but
I thought we had him.
yeah, I guess we should stop trying to help in that situation. It is kind of funny and I'm saying if I slip up too, it's hilarious when semantics get the best of us in this segment.
I was not happy over that Ricky Rubio NBA draft. I was up at night in anger, laying in bed.
That's hilarious. All right, this is kind of a long play one. PJ Fleck, write this down. PJ Fleck will interview for an NFL head coaching job before February 1st, 2022. Okay. So sometime in the next year or so, PJ Fleck will interview for an NFL head coaching job. There was some steam about that this year. Was it Doogie?
No, it was Pelissero.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And I think it was Detroit. I don't think Tom reported that, but
now he probably has to have a big season with the Gophers this year. Like they have to probably go to a big bowl game or something and stay in the national headlines and be ranked and all those things.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, Josh, your final prediction of the week.
All right, so this one completely goes against the prediction I was just talking about the Vikings, but it's Zimmer's history as a coach. So Vikings are going to bounce back. They're going to go 12-4. They will win the division, but they will end up as the 2 seed.
Ooh. So 12-4, win the division.
That's a home run.
Yeah, another homer.
2 seed.
Swing.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I like Josh swinging for the fences here.
The 2 seed. Interesting.
Josh, the platform is yours. Is there anyone in your life that you'd like to thank that brought you to write that down?
Well, as usual, always thanking you guys. I appreciate bringing me on the show, especially a second time. And just everything you guys have done, being good entertainment. Love the action movie stuff on Friday. It's gotten me onto a couple of movies I had never seen before. So there's a cheap plug for you inside of a segment here. And just, I don't know. I mean, you guys even had me on when my business was still open and when everything was closed down. So I appreciate that. Just really appreciate what you guys are doing. And I love the interaction and of the show all around.
Right on, man. Josh,
awesome.
thanks for being a part of our club here. We'll do it again sometime.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. That's guest listener predictor Josh taking his swings.
You know why I like Josh's predictions? There's not one soccer prediction, which I always love. I always appreciate a listener that doesn't have a soccer prediction involved.
Some of those soccer names, you don't even know what to Google, right?
The team names are difficult at times.
So screw the players.
Forget the players. It's like Volleyboos will beat volleyball.
I mean, you can if it's Man U, I think you can figure that
Premier
out.
League's
right?
different. Premier League and MLS are fine.
Yeah, but Bundesliga, no chance.
La Liga, not going to work anymore. Liga, no. I don't
Serie A.
Yeah. No, thanks.
I love when we get Serie A picks. Nothing like a good Serie A parlay.
Write this down.
All right, I think we're back to Judd here. Final prediction.
All right, my final prediction, which I'm coupling loosely with my last Pierre-Luc Dubois pick, is this. The Wild will make a trade for a center at some point this season. So the Wild will make a trade for a center at some point this season.
Okay.
They've got to.
Oh, yeah.
They have to. They have to, and the bigger, the better.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Dex.
All right, I'll go with the baseball one. The Twins will bring back Marwin Gonzalez, but only with 1 year with a 1 year contract. So Marwin Gonzalez comes back, but just a 1 year contract.
Could it be a 6-month contract?
The only way I would bring Marwin Gonzalez back is if I could also implement whatever sign stealing cheating scandal that the Astros had that led him to hit 300 3 years ago.
I'm sorry, no.
It's the only thing I would consider.
Can it be a 2-month contract? Okay, 2 months,
just
April
for spring,
and May
February and March.
Okay, that's fine.
If he wants to be an assistant coach at Twins spring training, bring some leadership, whatever, that would be great. I don't need him in the lineup.
Knock 3 times on the garbage can if you want to get a hit.
All right, I'm going to make a Twins prediction too.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
I was going to make the same prediction Declan did, which is they're totally going to bring Marwin Gonzalez back. So I'm going to parlay it. Okay. I'm being Twins negative today. I'm just going to go with that feeling. Therapeutic here. So Twins parlay. They will bring Marwin Gonzalez back, but they won't bring Nelson Cruz back. So
my God.
So Nelson Cruz will sign somewhere else, but Marwin Gonzalez will be back in a Twins uniform, and so it totally evens out.
That's really negative.
I mean, listen, Marwin has positional flexibility, okay? I don't know what more you want. He can play 14 different positions. He plays positions that you don't even know exist in baseball.
Okay? I don't mind him, but he looked like he was 100 years old last year.
Yeah.
Write this down.
So, all right, those are write that down predictions.
Big downer to end the segment.
Totally.
Well, what are they? They're not giving us anything to talk about.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that was a big downer.
Yeah,
Twins fans are crawling on all fours through the free agent desert saying we haven't had a sip of playoff victory water in 18 years or whatever it's been. and they just want a sip of water. And
Rocco
the Twins are
Baldelli
giving them
will
sand.
activate himself to play next season.
He hasn't been retired that long.
No, he can still play a little bit, I'm sure.
6 years or something. So, all right, every week, every Wednesday, and you can always listen to the segment on Mackey and Judd, either in the 5 o'clock hour on Score North Radio or Apple, Spotify, ScoreNorth.com. We also just reached 2,700 subscribers on the Score North YouTube channel, where you can find daily Mackey and Judd content. 2 YouTube channels to follow: Score North MN and Purple Daily. And we appreciate everyone who has clicked the subscribe button to help grow the shows and grow the audience. So we'll try to find Patrick Royce here to wrap with Royce.
Write this